Good morning and welcome to a special summer 2016 Project Quest edition of the Hot TV News. I'm Olivia Jennings.
And I'm Alanito Rabides, bringing some great stories to you from our Hawk TV studios at Hillsborough Community College in Ybor City.
We begin today's news with the latest on the 2016 presidential election. The clock is ticking and the race for president is getting hot.
That's right, and the pressure is not only on the candidates this year. It seems that the voters are feeling the heat to pick the right candidate for the job. Hawk TV's Mac Franks has more.
It seems to be the big question of the year. Who will be the next president of the United States?
It's the most hardcore election ever.
Election experts say this race to the White House is one of a kind. A presidential election with more unpredictability and uncertainty than ever before.
So many feelings and none of them are good. It's just horrible. It's like watching a really slow motion train wreck.
Yet come November, voters will have to decide.
Well, I'm not sure the candidates are really taking the elections as serious as they could be.
On November 8th, voters go to the polls. The election will be here before we know it, and here at the HCC Ybor City campus, students have a lot to say about their presidential choices.
I really would have preferred Bernie, but if you're between the two, I mean the person who's not going to deport half the people who deserve to be in our country and just a terrible liar, I guess I would have to go with Hillary.
Between Hillary and Donald Trump, neither. I actually voted for Bernie.
If it were between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, most likely Hillary Clinton.
I personally am neutral on this.
We talked to Hillsborough Community College political science instructor Joyce Smith to get her take on the 2016 presidential election.
We've had two candidates rise that were probably not the political party's choice overall.
Instructor Smith clearly talking about frontrunners, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump.
Well, if we take the big elephant in the room, Donald Trump, it doesn't look very good. And I think he's making his party very, very, very nervous. And like I said, they're not so afraid they're just going to lose a presidency. They're afraid they're going to lose the Senate and perhaps the House, and then the governorships and all the other tickets that are running throughout the country in the state legislatures. So they have so much at stake. And they want to make sure that the person that they have at the top of the ticket isn't going to go, let's call it rogue, and say something that's going to blow the party up. And he's, he isn't really controllable, is he? I think. And that's one of the problems. Hillary's won, I believe, at least 2 million, maybe more votes than he did. And that was before they counted California.
The choices seem to be leaving many voters unenthusiastic, undecided, and even some disgusted.
Personally, I think we should be single for a few years and try to figure ourselves out.
I feel like it's more about bashing each other than it is about what the people want. And that takes away from the whole purpose of what a president is supposed to do. Care for the people, not for themselves.
They kind of remind me either of like kids or high school kids trying to run for a class office and just being a goofball about the whole thing.
Only time will tell who the country will choose to be the next leader of our nation. Political experts say every vote will make a difference.
Oh, it's very interesting. Remember, the political party is the one that's choosing their people, who they want to run in the election.
In Ybor City, Mac Franks, Hawk TV News.
In other news now, school is not out here at Hillsborough Community College. Summer is busy here at HCC.
In fact, thousands of HCC students are taking advantage of summer sessions being offered at all 5 campuses. And as Hawk TV's Rachel Southard shows us, some high school seniors are even getting a jump start and enrolled at HCC this summer.
This summer, rising high school seniors from all over Hillsborough County are on campus here at HCC.
I feel like the Quest program really helps to benefit people trying new things and just getting to see everything that's out there, not sticking to what you know, but being able to branch out and try acting and broadcasting news and other stuff like that.
Mac Franks is just one of a couple dozen high school seniors participating in Project Quest.
It's a good thing to do during the summer in that it kind of keeps your opportunities open and it really helps you to try new things.
The program works like this. Students are here at Hillsborough County Community College for 3 weeks. They take 2 HCC classes they will receive college credit for after completing.
The Quest program is a dually enrolled program. It's sponsored by the Office of Transition through the Exceptional Student Education Department. So students must be exiting 11th grade, so they're an upcoming senior, have to have a GPA of at least a 3.0, great attendance, no significant behavior issues, and have an individual education plan.
For this batch of soon-to-be high school seniors, their schedule includes theater and broadcast news courses. The students seem to be enjoying the program and learning a lot.
The theater program offers lots of opportunity for Quest students, the first time in college experience, so learning proper college skills as far as reading, writing, listening, and specifically in acting, we work on a lot of life skills as far as communicating with each other, expressing our emotions. As actors, we have to memorize lines, learn scenes and monologues, and learn to work together and learn new skills and get out of our comfort zone.
In the Black Box Theater at HCC, students are taking Acting 1 with college instructor Suzanne DeVore. Their work includes college-level acting instruction like monologues and improv.
I enjoy the kids. I made a lot of friends so far, and I wouldn't think I would make that many friends, but the program itself, it's okay. I would definitely consider doing this and advise people to choose it if they had the opportunity.
In broadcast news class, these high school students learn how to shoot video, write, and edit for news.
Some students have had a little bit of broadcast production in high school. Some haven't, so we try to start right at the beginning. And we feel like it really helps people to really get a sense of what it's like to produce television.
Overall, Project Quest is a program that seems to be helping students in high school, giving these teenagers a taste of the college life, and hopefully helping them make great decisions for their future post-high school.
For me personally, it's not really classes that I would take generally, but it expands your horizon for different career paths if you change your mind later on in life, and it's just better for early college success.
In Ybor City, Rachel Southard, Hawk TV News.
To find out more about Project Quest, go to accfl.edu and search dual enrollment.
Time now for a check on the weather. It is officially summer. So the question now is, how long before those sweltering temperatures hit us in Tampa Bay?
Let's check in with our Hawk TV weather guy, Huntley Rosa. Huntley, how's it looking?
Thanks, Olivia and Allen. Well, summer's here and the Florida temperatures are definitely rising. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. Alright. So on Monday, we have a mildly sunny day with a high of 91 and a low of 79. On Tuesday, we have a mostly sunny day with a high of 93 and a low of 76. On Wednesday, unfortunately, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 90 and a low of 74. On Thursday, we have a sunny day again, finally, with a high of 92 and a low of 80. On Friday, we have a mostly sunny day with a high of 92 and a low of 79. And that's your 5-day forecast. Stay cool. This is Huntley Rosa with your Hawk TV weather report. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Huntley. Well, the weather outlook isn't that scary, but we can tell you what it is scary. Right, Alan?
Yes, Olivia. We've all heard about haunted spots in Tampa, especially right here in Ybor City. But not many know about this haunted place we're about to show you. Hawk TV's Joshua Reynoso has all the freaky details.
For more than a century, the Cuban Club has called Ybor City home.
The Cuban Club actually started in the 1800s, late 1800s, when the cigar industry came from Cuba and Key West to Tampa Bay.
Back in the day, it was a happy gathering place.
The Cuban Club was where the Cuban immigrant workers who were in the cigar industries had their social activities.
A place for locals to meet and celebrate.
This was where they came for their dances, which was up on the 4th floor, and their meals. They would have, banquets and that type of thing.
A very busy spot in the heart of Ybor.
On the 1st floor, the cantina was actually a gymnasium. There was a bowling lane down there, 2 bowling lanes actually, a basketball court, a small pool, workout areas, and then there was also a pharmacist that was on site, a doctor every day.
But there is another side to the story at the historic Cuban Club, something mysterious that we're told not many people know about. The Cuban Club is the most haunted place in Ybor. and least known to the locals. What seemed to be an ordinary event house has an incriminating past of deaths, suicides, and murders.
In the Cuban Club here in the last year, we've probably captured 4 or 5 full body apparitions, things that kind of look strange on the film, on the picture, but when you really begin to take them apart, it's just too coincidental that that looks like a human being standing there in the corner.
Joe Howden is a history buff and tour guide here in Ybor City. He tells Hawk TV the Cuban Club is haunted.
Whenever you have a spot in which human beings have been traversing and transacting over and over and over again, and particularly when you have a place where people have died, you have a greater chance for there to be something in the paranormal world.
Howden tells Hawk TV about tragedy in 1916. Fire burned down the Cuban Club. The cause, unknown.
In the paranormal world, we call attachment. Attachment is pretty simple to understand. You become attached to things in your life.
The Cuban Club had to be rebuilt the next year, and since then, strange things have occurred.
I wouldn't call this an injury, but we have had marks. People have received marks on their bodies.
The Tampa tour guide says the Cuban Club allows the public to have interactions with the Cuban Club ghosts through ghost tours.
This is not a tour where we have people jumping out at you with dried blood on their face. And, you know, this isn't the haunted house at your high school. This is a kind of serious tour. And people, adults, have adult fun, in a sense, on the tour. They come away with history. They come away with an experience.
Howden says even skeptics start believing in paranormal activities after visiting the Cuban Club during the haunting tours.
When people capture something in their photograph, the whole tour kind of blows up and becomes exciting, and people become very interested.
And according to this city expert, there are many haunted sites around town, but none like the Cuban Club. And from the looks of things, these ghosts are here to stay.
The theory is that as these beings move on and leave their bodies, they become attached to an area or a building or a site. And this is why you have haunted sites.
Reporting from Ybor, Joshua Reynoso, HCC Hawk TV News.
Finally today, summer's fun time for kids. No school, free time in summer camps.
We found one cool summer camp that is not only a splash, but also a breeze. Hawk TV's Grayson Richmond has the story.
It's a sunny day out on Davis Islands.
Feels like you're free. It's like the wind's touching your face and the water splashing into your, on you. It feels really cool and it's awesome because you go super fast, but you're also going so slow, but it feels refreshing.
And Mary Rogers can't think of a better way to start her summer vacation than here, on the water with her friends.
I just started here, so I'm learning how to sail, and it's really, really fun.
Welcome to sailing camp.
We normally try to have a chalk talk and then do a land drill with them, then take them out on the water and try to perfect the skills that they learned during that day.
Every summer, the Davis Island Yacht Club runs its Learn to Sail program. 9 one-week sessions from June to August, just for kids.
This isn't a daycare. This is where kids come to learn all sorts of life skills, such as sailing. Campers tell us that this camp gives them all sorts of new experiences.
Really, it starts out with safety and everything. We go over how to uncapsize a boat, general points of sail, and then as the week progresses, we go over how to get where you want to go, and eventually racing by the end of the week.
Children as young as 5 are learning a new skill in sailing in the waters of Tampa Bay. They seem to love it.
It makes you just feel like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything that you're really supposed to do, and you can just relax.
Well, once there was this big wind, and then we thought we were gonna die because there was so big waves and we were being rocked around and we almost capsized.
Sailing instructors say the campers learn more than just how to sail from this camp. The young sailors learn things such as leadership and survival skills.
Yeah, definitely. The boats we sail, at least in my camp, are 2-person boats, and so I feel like it definitely works with, working with somebody else. A lot of kids come in struggling with that, and they leave, knowing how to give instructions without seeming like a boss. That's a big thing, as well as general water skills. Even if you're not on a sailboat, you're on a boat, you got to know your knots, you got to know stuff like that. So it's good to have in life.
We get to swim in the pool over there. We get to study the boats. It matters what group you're in to be in a different kind of boat with a partner.
For new sailors like Mary, the Learn to Sail Camp is not only a learning experience, but a great way to spend their summer days.
It's fun because you have friends with you, and the counselors are awesome, and that's just awesome. It's just awesome.
Davis Island, Grayson Richmond, Hawk TV News.
Makes me want to get out of the water. You can find out more about this Learn Sail Camp by checking out the Davis Island Yacht Club website at www.diyc.org.
Well, that wraps up this special summer edition of Hawk TV News.
From all of us here at 2016 Summer Project Quest Broadcast News Class, thank you for watching us and have a great summer.